Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Excuse me.
Really?
So I'm going to discuss the Mr. Eric Gardner case versus the Ferguson case. They're two very different cases, extremely different cases.
Two messes.
Well, the Eric Gardner case, he was killed by a cop. He was murdered by a cop. I mean, there's video of him. He's standing there, he's talking to him, and the cops attack him. The Ferguson case, where you riot and burn your city down. This guy had just basically, he had robbed a store is what he did, and then he charges a cop. What was it, 6 black eyewitnesses that saw him and testified that he attacked the cop. And the cop defended himself. And sadly, in the process, he got killed. But he was a street thug. You know, a lot of you are falling for the propaganda from the government, for the government propaganda. They want you to fall for this stuff. Cop block, you know better. You guys cannot be that stupid. I like some of you. I respect some of you. I've cop blocked. You need to be careful about the cases you take up, people. Okay? Now, are you going to be an adult about it and go, oh, I was wrong? Or are you going to continue with the lies and the nonsense and what? What? The case in Ferguson, the guy attacked a cop. He was 300 pounds or 200 something pounds. He's a big guy. He wasn't this kid they keep showing pictures of on TV and online. He was a big guy. He listened to rap music about raping women, about killing cops. He was not a nice guy. He was not this little kid that people want you to think he was. He was a punk. He was a thug. I have no respect for people like that. And sadly, he died, but he died when someone who happened to be a cop killed him in self-defense. The guy in New York City, he's emotional. He's definitely emotional, but the cops murdered him. There's a big difference in these two freaking cases. Okay, stop with all this nonsense, people. Stop with it. I will, look, like, you have the free Keeners, the Keen brown shirts, who will take up this Ferguson case. And you tell, first of all, I don't believe 90% of what you say because you've lied so much about us and you've lied so much about other people. I just, you've proven to us what you are, and you're not to be respected. But be careful about the cases you take up. There's something going on behind the scenes. What it is, I don't know, but there is something going on behind the scenes. And I am sick and tired of thugs getting all this sympathy. I will say it again, I am not the biggest fan of cops. Okay? I've been a victim of the police. Okay? I've been a victim of police misconduct. That doesn't mean that because it's a cop that does something that's automatically wrong. And you know that. You know that. I'm not saying that they are what I'm saying is what I'm saying. If you want to start adding stuff and reading stuff into it, that's your problem. I'm not adding or reading anything into it. I'm talking about specifics. I'm talking about facts. And when you take up this case in Missouri, that's a wrong case to take up. The facts are not on your side. Have you seen the video? Have you seen how big this guy is? Have you seen what he did to that store clerk? Have you listened to the eyewitnesses who were black who said he attacked the cop? And the cop defended himself against a guy who was bigger than him. That's what happened. Now, the guy in New York, he was emotional, and cops need to learn that people get emotional and stop telling them to calm down, because you can't calm down sometimes. And there's a big difference between the two cases, and I will take up the case of the guy in New York. I will not take up the case for the idiot in Ferguson who got killed. Oh,